Welcome students in today's business studies lecture. Our today's topic is new economic policy of chapter 3. Now, before understanding this, what is this concept is, we should first understand that why this concept has been introduced or have been included in this chapter, chapter 3. See, new economic policy. New economic policy have been introduced in 1991 by our former Prime Minister Mr. Manmohan Singh. At that time in 1991, he was our finance minister. So what is this new economic policy? New economic policy is introduction of LPG policy in our country. Now what is the LPG policy? That is liberalization. L stands for liberalization, P stands for privatization and G stands for globalization. Now my question here is, why this new economic policy have been introduced in this chapter or have introduced in class 12 syllabus? See students, in chapter 3 we have already discussed that there are so many factors which are actually affecting the business either positively or negatively. There are so many factors. So this is new economic policy is also a part of the factor which had affected or which is affecting the business either positively or negatively. Now you may think that how it will affect. So for understanding that concept, we have to first understand that LPG policy. Before understanding this, I also have to clear one more thing here. This is just the general things, but you need to understand. See, in 1947, 15th August 1947, India had got independence. From 1947 till 1990, although India have achieved independence, now India is free from any kind of restrictions, barriers, any kind of Britishers. It is free from totally from Britishers. Now they can operate their own. Now all that whatever they will earn, it will be Indians currency. It will be under Indians pocket. But it was very heartfelt or heartened to hear, to get to know that from 1947 to 1990, our situation have become more worst or we have not improved although we have achieved the independence. That's why in 1990 government have understood that now this is the time when we have to grow ourselves, when we have to expand our business, when we need to think about more and more new things in the business so that we can increase our national income, we can increase the economic growth of the country, and we can increase the per capita income of the person, because population is increasing day by day, but in the same way poverty is also increasing day by day, because there is no options left in the hands of the persons. There is no job opportunity, there is no more job opportunities, there are so many things. Even the prices of the goods are also very high because there is monopoly in the market by several businessmen. So due to looking after all this thing, our government have decided to introduce the new economic policy. Mr. Manmohan Singh has been also known as the father of new economic reform or new economic policy, anyway you can say. Under this, the first thing is liberalization. Liberalization, from the word itself, I'll tell you, we concentrate on the word. From the word itself, it tells that liberal. The meaning of liberal means taking very easy, casually. Taking very casually is known as liberal. Sometimes we say in the class also that students don't take for granted my liberal, that I am liberal with you, then please don't take it for granted. It happens, usually teachers used to say that if we are liberal, you don't misuse of that liberalness, or you don't misuse that freedom. So liberal means when we are giving something very loose, when we are taking something very casually, that is known as liberal. Now liberalization is the process of removal of unnecessary controls and restrictions on business. See students, before 1990 government have imposed so many restrictions on the businesses. They have put so many different restrictions, controls, barriers, license requirement upon different industries. So what happened? They couldn't able to grow. Only the person who have achieved the license, or only the government industry who have freedom to do the business, they can only able to expand their business, they can only able to grow the business. So liberalization have removed that licensing requirement, have removed that control, have removed that restriction, so that now so many businessmen, now all the businessmen can able to do this kind of business. They can able to expand their business, they can able to contract their business, they can set their own prices. If any businessman wants to start any business, they can able to start. So this liberalization will help the businessmen of Indians to expand their business, to start their business, to diversify their business. So the features of liberalization are abolishing licensing requirement. Before 1990, there were so many businesses upon which the government have imposed or government have restricted that they should have to get license for starting that business. So after 1991, this new economic policy or this LPG policy, government have reduced or government have totally abolished that requirement, that for doing this kind of business now there is no requirement of having license requirement. Without license also you can able to start the business, but it is not applicable for all the goods, students. There are something which are still in the hand of the government. For that, this, like if I will give the example of pharmaceutical industries or the medical agencies, for operating in the medical agencies, for operating under the pharmaceutical agencies, still you need to get the license. For dealing in the weapons, you need to get a license. Without license holder you cannot deal in the weapons. So there are still some businesses under which you need to get the license requirement. Only the government have now government is keeping license requirement only for the limited businesses, which is very threatening to the economy of the country. Otherwise unnecessary restrictions have been totally abolished. Second, no restriction on expansion or contraction of business activity. Earlier no person can able to expand their business because there are so many restrictions have been imposed by the government, but now after 1991 LPG policy, government have reduced that restrictions. Removal of restrictions on the movement of goods and services. Yes, earlier you cannot able to sell your goods to the foreign countries, you cannot able to sell your goods, interstate supply is also very problematic at that time. So government have reduced that thing also, so that easy going business can be happen. Freedom in fixing the price of goods and services. Before the 1990, there is lots of monopoly in the market. Still having the monopoly, government is keeping restrictions upon the businessmen that you cannot charge this much price, you cannot charge more price, prices are fixed. But after this, there is a perfect competition in the market. Now the businessmen are free to fix the prices according to the cost of production. Reduction in taxes or tax rates. Yes, after 1991 government have also reduced the taxes. Simplifying procedures for import and export. Yes, before 1990, if you want to purchase the goods from some other country, if you want to import the goods or if you want to sell the goods or if you want to export the goods, you had to undergo so many legal requirement. Even sometimes people used to think that okay, they become hassle and they think that okay, we don't want to export or import, it requires lots of documentation work, lots of complexities are there, so usually people ignores. But after 1991 that process have been simplified, making it easier to attract foreign capital and technology in India. This is very important point. See, before 1990 it was very harsh for foreign industries, I must say MNCs, to come in, set up in India, to bring the capital and to bring their technology. But after 1991, when the LPG policy have been introduced after 1991, now foreign industry investors are easily investing in the countries. They are bringing their own technologies in the industry, although it have their own disadvantages, that if the more foreign technology will come in the India, then their goods will be purchased more by the Indian customers. It have their own disadvantages, but still it have the positive impact upon the economy of the India. So this is what about our today's lecture, that is liberalization. In the next lecture we will continue with the privatization and the globalization. So thank you students, stay tuned, stay connected. Thank you.